This video is sponsored by War Thunder. Holy f***, where did this come from? I mean, what have we got here? It's a random Tuesday. Parts, if not most of the Arrowhead dev team are on an extended summer vacation, and so why not let it fly? And Helldivers 2 did just that. Welcome to the channel. This is LtBuzzLitebeer, and Escalation of Freedom just got revealed, and this thing was a mini documentary, which is way out of the norm for Arrowhead, and the amount of new things coming to the game are just mind-blowing. Remember to hit subscribe, it's free, and it really helps out the channel, and while you're at it, ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts, and hold on to your butts, divers. It's about to get wild with Helldivers. Alrighty, I'm going to skip the Superstore reset for today for reasons, but I did want to first check in very quickly on the current 1 billion bug major order, which with about 4 days still left in this one, the divers have racked up roughly 200 million bug kills, and we need to get, of course, to 1 billion. So if you do the math, if we can keep up the average of 200 million per day, we should be able to pull this one off. Also, since we're over in Bugsville, a quick glance at the Helldivers companion app shows that all the bug planets are either at minus 1.5 or minus 2% modifiers. So if we want to make progress on these planets while contributing to those kill counts, we need more divers planetside, or else we'll make no headway towards capturing any of these planets. You can't see me here, but I'm literally rubbing my hands together right now because it's time for the main event. Oh baby, finally. Something new is coming to the game. We've got a major update incoming, and this stretches far beyond a normal Warbond drop. And just looking this trailer over, I've seen it a few times now. I'm going to call it right now. Expect a ton of players to return to this game once it goes live. So yeah, let's go. First off, I wanted to comment on the scale, depth, and kind of production quality of this Escalation of Freedom trailer because it's juicy, it's filled with details, and it's something like 4 times as long as a normal Warbond trailer. Now, of course, coming on August 6th, we now know the name of it, Escalation of Freedom, and let's just start off right now. We're going to be getting new game modes, which showing on screen, I have no idea what the hell this thing is right here, but it literally looks like a human corpse blender. So whatever that thing is, it looks nasty. Moving on, we get our first look at an armored Strider, which, by the way, I don't see the driver's head sticking out of the top, so this might be completely enclosed, and just look at those rocket launchers on both sides of the head. Super cool, and hopefully this thing is classified as heavily armored so my goated spear can lock onto these things and open them up like a tin can. Next up, Johan drops the news we've been waiting for.
And even a whole new difficulty.
That's right, Helldivers. Difficulty 10 is coming with Escalation of Freedom. Now, I know there's a lot of divers out there that are not yet at level 9 because, you know, I read your comments. But there's also a portion of the diver player base that has moved on because, you know, they've been running a long time with a full squad. They've got all the unlocks. They've already grinded out the game. It's too easy for them. And so, you know, they just went off to play something else. Well, now they've got a new challenge. Difficulty 10. Alright, let's talk new enemy types, and there's a bunch of new enemy archetypes we're going to have to master right here. First of these is a throwback to Helldivers 1, known as the Impaler, which looks like a charger, but it burrows underground and then can surround you with these giant tentacles that come up from the ground, which looks sick, by the way. These things can slap down on top of you, which I'm thinking will inflict some crazy damage, and you can either try to run, which may be unsuccessful, or you could try to shoot the tentacles, and they will retreat back underground once you hit them with enough damage. Again, this thing looks super sick. And speaking of looking sick, let's check out today's awesome video sponsor. War Thunder's the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. Play more than 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships in high-powered combined arms PvP warfare. Every vehicle is insanely detailed and faithfully modeled down to the individual components, offering a truly immersive combat experience, all free to play on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. The collection of vehicles in War Thunder spans over 100 years of development, from the 1920s to present day, and the mechanics are incredible. It's got one of the most dynamic and detailed vehicle damage models in gaming. I love how vehicles suffer actual damage to their components and crew. No general hitboxes here, all shown through a detailed X-ray for both you or your enemy targets as they're either damaged or destroyed. And just look at these visuals, all from a free game? Come on, this is epic! Use my War Thunder link in the video description to sign up for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a bonus pack including multiple premium vehicles, Eagle of Valor Decorator, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account access, all available for a limited time by using my link. Okay, sticking with this theme of new foes and new enemy types, we've heard about this one in the past, and it's the Spore Charger. Yeah, even more Charger variants are coming to the game. And for this one, just imagine a crossbreed between a standard Charger and a Spore Spewer. Everywhere it goes, it is spewing that spore fog, and so it has almost like a natural camouflage to it. You can't see it because of this big gas cloud, but you'll hear it before you see it, which is probably at the very last moment. I'm thinking the standard ways to drop this one are still going to be in effect here. Eats, quasars, recoilless, etc. But what about the automatons? Well, don't worry, bot lovers. They're getting some love too. As if these guys didn't need one more thing that shoots rockets at us divers, but they're getting what looks like a mobile barrage unit. So this thing's a tank that has a giant ass rocket battery up on top of it, allowing for it to shoot horizontal at a diver. So if we're strafing, they can actually hit the ground around us, or it can stay at a distance, aim straight up in the air and drop these rockets down in a mortar barrage type pattern. Now hopefully, both fingers crossed here, the mechanics of this thing are sorted out pre-launch. No rockets coming through rocks, splash damage radiuses not matching where the rockets hit, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, back over to the bug side, and there's a new Alpha Brood Commander that's commanding the block. And there's not much shown here other than what they tell us, which is that the allies that the broods normally spawn in will not be the same as what this new variant can summon up. I wonder what they will be. Are we talking more standard BCs, bile spewers, titans? I mean, oh my. Leave me a comment and let me know what enemy type you think this new bug can spawn in. Now over to all that difficulty stuff, and are you ready for 10? The devs are talking about even more enemies on the battlefield for this new difficulty, and it's meant to feel like a real progression from 9 up to 10. I mean, WTF. How many more enemies can they spawn in, right? This sounds amazing and also a bit terrifying all at once. But just more enemies wouldn't really make it difficulty 10, would it? So included with this are these newer, larger style outposts. Check this out. These things look massive. Think fortresses that we have to assault. These things have multiple layers of defenses, all sorts of different areas to take down. Like for instance, this automaton one has an Eye of Sauron, but with 2 or 3 different zones to take down before you can actually make it to the center and destroy that tower. So you've got things like fabricators, you've got walls, and probably a million devastators in there as well. But they say if we can take these things down, we get great rewards for our efforts. And just look at this pic. It shows a diver holding the head of a downed automaton. Like, what? Is that a decoration for our ship? Is it something that we have to carry to another objective, like those SSSD missions? I mean, big changes here, and I'm pretty psyched about this. I can't wait to see this in full effect. Quick question for you divers. Who wants to dive into a spooky ass looking Silent Hill version of Helldivers? Well, we're getting it. As the devs say, it's a new spooky version of the swamp environment. It's coming, and besides the low lighting levels, it also has all these gnarled trees and lightning effects, and the whole place just looks demonic. Again, sick changes here. We've needed more biomes. and this is a great start. Now add a bunch more in. Also, acid storms are getting a big revamp, although this is the only environmental effect they mentioned because, anyways, when it rains now with this new change, both our diver armor and our enemy armor will be at a reduced state. So, we're going to take more damage, but we can deal more damage. That sounds interesting and way more intense than just reduced visibility like when it rains right now. New mission types are also in the works and coming with this update. And how about this one? Check it out. A Retrieve Larvae mission, which looks about as wild as it sounds. Now hear me out. You're going to have to find this backpack with a living larvae inside that is just crying out. So you've got this bug larvae that is live. It's swirling around in the backpack and again crying out for help. And we've got to nab this thing and make it all the way to extraction with it. But here's the twist. As this larvae cries out for mommy to come help it, it attracts more and more terminids to your position. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to really keep on the move with this one. Speed is the key because it sounds like you can bring down a world of hurt on your position if you stay in one spot for very long, where we could literally just get spawn bombed to death. And to wrap this one up, they also talked a bit about our current Galactic War situation, how the automatons keep trying to expand their reach, how the bug behavior is all just a bit quirky, how we actually destroyed all of Meridia, and then we got a little tease about how we're going to see how it all develops from here. We also got a real future content tease because the devs talked about how what they've shown us in this trailer was not everything. They held something back, and we should expect many more surprises on August the 6th. Hot holy damn, this thing looks sick. I mean, you know I already love this game, and to see it about to finally get what amounts to a massive DLC of sorts for Helldivers, you know, I'm just all for it. And it's going to be real interesting to watch those player counts once all of this hits the game. And of course, we're going to be watching for the end of July. Are we about to receive Xbox reinforcements? Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to stay in the know for all things Helldivers. A massive shout out to the nearly 235,000 of you legends who have taken the plunge, have hit subscribe, and tune in to support me and my channel. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off. And that's it for this video, but before you go, make sure to check out today's sponsor, War Thunder, and blow up some tanks. Play the game now for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the pinned comment or video description. Those who haven't played War Thunder yet or are returning after a break of at least 6 months will receive a massive bonus pack including premium vehicles, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account access.